welcome to another episode of Trial by Magus. Today we're going to be taking a look at a little something special here. With the release of the new patch, there's been some major changes to the French tech tree of the game. That has now been eliminated and is now called the European tech line. So all the original French aircraft are retained here, the NC-1070, BP-10, SE-100, and the AD-10C2, but there's been multiple additions from other nations added to this lineup. We have a Czech aircraft, a Polish heavy, an Israeli fighter, and a Swedish aircraft. So this will be good. There's several interesting things about the aircraft from these lines, and we'll get into that as each one of them gets reviewed. For now, we're going to be taking a look at this one right here, which I think is the actual hidden gem of the patch and the new aircraft that have come out. This is the Polish prototype heavy fighter, the P.38 Wilk. Probably slaughtered the pronunciation on that. So this is a Polish aircraft, and it was designed in the mid-30s as a multi-role fighter, much like the Bf-110 and the FW-57 from Germany. These were aircraft that were designed to take on multiple roles: long-range interception, bombing, as well as air superiority fighting. The whole destroyer concept didn't pan out over the course of the war to follow, and this right here is a very early example of it. Think of this aircraft as a baby Messerschmitt Bf-110, because that's pretty much what it is. Worse in some aspects, much better in others. She doesn't have a lot of the problems that the Bf-110 does, because being Tier 3, she's not going to run into a lot of the aircraft that are problematic at later tiers for this type of aircraft. Still fighting a lot of biplane fighters and very slow monoplane fighters at this tier. One of the most interesting things about these new European unified tech tree aircraft is that you can change the nation on them. You see, it doesn't have the livery of Poland on here. Much like what happened to Poland historically, I've decided to take this particular part of Poland and make it Germany again, so that I can make use of my high-skilled German pilots over here and my gunner. As far as equipment goes, I've opted for the gun sight because little other choice. Improved engine performance, and I went with gas-operated action on my guns because they've got the standard German nose setup here, so it's a very tightly concentrated firing pattern to begin with. Increased damage put out, and actually having a little bit increased dispersion from that isn't a bad thing. It actually increases your chances of getting a hit at longer ranges by spreading out the fire. I'll see how that pans out as I improve the gas-operated action equipment. The other piece of equipment on this thing that should be noted is this down here. That is a nuke. Not literally a nuke, but it might as well be. You take a look at it here. That is a 300-kilogram bomb that does 4,500 damage in a blast radius of 75 meters. That is huge. That's capable of taking out any heavily armored target at this tier, and even some of the larger targets, unlike, say, the rocket-launching military facilities. And we take a look at her weapons here. That big gun in the middle is actually a 20 millimeter, and she's flanked by a pair of German caliber 7.92 millimeter machine guns. The rear-facing defensive guns is another pair of 7.92 millimeter MGs, which basically means you've got a Tier 2 biplane fighter attached to the back of the P.38 here that can fire directly behind the aircraft, above it, and slightly off to each side. It's not a huge range of fire, but it's a pretty good amount of damage output, especially if you've got a decent crew to put back there into the slot. As far as tactics go on this aircraft, you want to drop that bomb at first opportunity because its recharge rate is pretty good, about between 85 and 90 seconds. And then you want to get into the superiority fighting up in the air. Eliminate the other heavies, bushwhack fighters that aren't paying attention, boost away from anything that gets on your tail, hop into the tail gunner position and chew them up if you've got a good skilled crewman back there, and basically just go to town. In the battles I've had in this thing, teaming up with another one is just absolutely mean. In fact, I'm going to show you a battle with that here now. My first time flying this thing, matched up with a recent wingman of mine. The two of us work together really well, complementary skills. That is, of course, VeeBat from the HVAR clan. Hope you enjoy it. Good hunting. Now we get pulled into a Tier 4 battle. You know what? I'm not even mad.
I'm not. I don't know if I would either. Like, between the two of us, I think we could take the center of a mining plant with these two bombs. Might need to do a strafe or two to finish off something, but I found if you take out those stacks with your guns first, then the bombs have more oomph.
I think that I might have neglected to put the bombs on this thing.
They came on stock, so you didn't need to.
It's stock? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. At least I hope so. When we find out that the enemy teams, like all players, are in P.38s right now because it's such a cheap premium. They're like 300 gold, and I can get a new Hiken or two. Team list. Nope. And you're right, it's a Tier 4, and okay. I'm gonna go downtown. We've got a specialist ground attacker. They have a specialist Blenheim F. And they've got a C6. Ooh.
Get ready for battle. Good luck.
Look at that. Look at that stupid.
There was not enough plane to hold all this gun.
Oh, man. Alright, we know where we're going. I'm going underneath you, heading for the...
Oh, I do have a bomb. This is gonna be good.
I know! Okay, now get out of here. It's mine. 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 Mine.
Mine? Well, each of us can only get one, so you got the first one, I'll take the second.
No, I'm going downtown with this. We might take both of our bombs to do it.
Oh. I got you.
Bomb out. Nose up.
Just entered a new dimension of sound.
Oh, I'm watching this. There it goes. Boom! Boom! And boom goes the
That
dynamite.
20, though. I mean, we guess we could, but...
Well, the reload on this thing is forget about it. Incoming fighter to our right. Hurricane, I'm on him.
Alright, I'll come down.
Ow, my face.
You don't need it. Tail gunner.
Military base is under assault on the enemy. This will make things easier for you.
Whoa, biplanes. Biplane.
Yep. And I pancaked. This thing doesn't pull out of a dive
Biplane.
very well.
Well, just don't dive. I keep forgetting I'm not a heavy. It just feels like a heavy.
It's not a heavy fighter. It's a flying gun with a bomb attached to it.
Agreed.
El ritmo fatal. La bomba. Alarma.
Engaging a Blenheim F that appears to be not loaded. Okay, well, there's my first kill. No regrets.
Alright, I'm gonna head for the airfield that is being contested and then going for their rocket base.
Alright, there's an SB uncontested above our rocket base, so I'm gonna deal with him and then move on, get back with you.
I wish you luck.
Gute Jagd. Holy cow. Come here, you big Russian. Polish people don't like you either.
There's no way out.
Yeah, my bomb's back. I'm gonna help our rocket base up. There's an attacker. TSH-3. Oh,
I
Ivan.
want to bomb trap something.
Well, that shouldn't be hard. Just get them in the same county.
I thought about shooting you and then you died.
Tail gunner is surprisingly effective.
Yep, at this tier, you might as well be another tier 3 fighter.
And the SB is back. He hasn't learned his lesson yet. I keep trying to get back to you, and the enemy team keeps giving me distractions. It's another SB.
I'm just trying to find an excuse to drop this bomb.
Well, the middle is capped again, so 14 seconds, I'm going to drop it on that. Oh, that poor AFK Blenheim is back.
Nuke out. Boo!
Is there anything left here worth blowing up?
I can only blow up one thing, so I blame the rockets. What?
We have complete control of the skies. Way to go.
There's a hurricane. Oh, there's the one. Okay, there, right?
Yeah, he's a non-factor. I've shot him down 2 or 3 times, and I feel kind of bad now.
While I appreciate gas-operated action, I feel like it wasn't that effective.
I'll give it a little bit longer on mine before I decide to dump it or upgrade.